Alright, let's dive in. Today, we're tackling UFC 330, Makhachev vs. Machado Gary and its record-breaking moments. Welcome to Know It Sharp with Ivy Sharp. I'm Ivy, and here's what you need to know. 7 facts to lock in for UFC 330. Master the main moves of MMA milestones with these must-know moments. Fact number 1. UFC 330 took place in August 2026 at Xfinity Mobile Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is key. It marked the UFC's return to Philly after 7 years and was the first numbered event there since 2011, so demand was primed. Test question. What city hosted UFC 330? Correct answer, Philadelphia. Memory aid. Remember the month August 2026? Philly's fight scene was alive and keen. Let's keep it rolling with fact number 2. The main event was the UFC Welterweight Championship. Champion Islam Makhachev versus Ian Machado Gary. Here's the takeaway. An established, dominant title holder met an undefeated contender, which pushed the stakes and the hype. For extra context, Michael Morales was on standby as a backup to protect the main event. Test question. Who was Makhachev's opponent in the main event at UFC 330? Correct answer, Ian Machado Gary. Memory aid. Makhachev versus Gary. The bout was headline-worthy. Next up, fact number 3. Islam Makhachev's title victory at UFC 330 broke Anderson Silva's UFC record of 16 consecutive wins. Think of it this way. The belt stayed with Makhachev, and history shifted with it. That's why the post-fight buzz jumped to GOAT conversations. Test question. Whose record did Makhachev break at UFC 330? Correct answer. Anderson Silva. Memory aid. Makhachev passed the mark. Silva's streak moved to second in the park. Building off that idea, fact number 4. Anderson Silva's 16-fight UFC win streak ran from June 2006 to October 2012, and the record stood for nearly 14 years until 2026. Here's what you need to know, that longevity shows how rare it is to stay perfect at the elite level. Test question. How long did Silva's record stand before being broken? Correct answer. Nearly 14 years. Memory aid. Silva's reign. A record that lingered for almost 14 years plain. Alright, let's continue with fact number 5. A UFC Women's Strawweight Championship bout between Mackenzie Dern and Jillian Robertson was also contested on this card. Let's keep it simple. 2 title fights on one night boosted prestige, coverage, and ticket demand. Test question. Which weight class featured Dern versus Robertson? Correct answer. Strawweight. Memory aid. Strawweight spotlight on Dern and Robertson's fight. On to the next one. Fact number 6. UFC 330 set the all-time highest-grossing gate in Xfinity Mobile Arena history, beating the previous mark by over $2 million. The main idea is, scarcity plus 2 championships equals surging demand. Test question. How much did UFC 330 surpass the previous gate record by? Correct answer. Over $2 million. Memory aid. 2 million more fans flocked to the door. Now let's move forward with fact number 7. No fight of the night bonus was awarded. Instead, performance of the night bonuses of $100,000 each went to Jalen Turner, Dustin Stoltzfus, Charles Johnson, and Jeremiah Wells. Remember this, the UFC rewarded emphatic finishes across the card, even adding extra $25,000 incentives to other finishers. Test question. How much were the performance of the night bonuses at UFC 330? Correct answer. $100,000. Memory aid. 100 grand for a knockout stand. Quick recap time. Here's what you need to know. Fact 1. What city hosted UFC 330? Correct answer, Philadelphia. Fact 2. Who was Makhachev's opponent in the main event at UFC 330? Correct answer, Ian Machado Gary. Fact 3. Whose record did Makhachev break at UFC 330? Correct answer, Anderson Silva. Fact 4. How long did Silva's record stand before being broken? Correct answer, nearly 14 years. Fact 5. Which weight class featured Dern versus Robertson? Correct answer. Strawweight. Fact 6. How much did UFC 330 surpass the previous gate record by? Correct answer. Over $2 million. Fact 7. How much were the performance of the night bonuses at UFC 330? Correct answer. $100,000. That's a wrap for today. You've got the top 7 facts down. Here's the takeaway. With these key details, you're ready to ace that exam. Stay focused, trust your prep, and knock it out of the park.